Last.
You are now tuned in to the Premier Hotspur TV. Sit back, get involved, comment away, because we are live.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, absolutely disappointing today. Crystal Palace 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. This is the fans call-in show, guys. I like to see as many people to call in tonight, guys. We will have, me and Matt will have our little chat first, then we'll start bringing on people in probably about 10-15 minutes time. And if you are going to come on, guys, we need to see you in the camera. You need cameras switched on. We're not going to bring no one on with cameras off. And I've got the co-host, Matt. We weren't going to do it till tomorrow, mate, but I've video called you at work earlier, and we said let's do it tonight because, mate, we need to get some shit off our chest. How's it going, Matt?
Yeah, not happy. Thought we were shocking today. Got outplayed. I'm sure we'll get into it, but yeah, no, it's just fucked off my weekend now. So yeah, but welcome to the world of a Tottenham fan, isn't it? So back down to earth.
Absolutely, Matt. Matt, before we get into it, I've seen a couple of tweets on Twitter, and basically saying we've won our last 3 now because we lost one game. Fans are going to meltdown and things like that. Does these fans actually pay attention to? Okay, against Manchester City, it wasn't great, but it was good intensity, good battle to the end, more energy, which is great to see. Against Wolves, got battered, absolutely battered. We come out of that. That was daylight robbery, the way we come out of that game. Yeah. Against Watford, we were lucky again. I mean, weren't for Son's goal. We were lucky. So with people saying that, look, with the way some of these people on Twitter are saying, it sounds like they're saying we were fantastic in the last 3 games. Not a chance. I mean, absolutely not a chance. And today we got found out big time because we will get into it. But Matt, we've got a few people in the chat. We got Talk THFC, Bottle Job FC. Absolutely. I don't care who I'm going to upset today. Seriously. And Ditrex Kane says, guys, I told you Ali is not good enough to start. I don't care. He blocked many shots, but he did nothing going forward and gave many sloppy passes. Plus, we need to stop overrating Skip. He's not ready yet. Ditrex Kane, seriously, pal. Thanks for coming in, pal, firstly, and supporting the channel. But listen, mate, I think, as what Matt said in the background as well, weren't for Dele Alli and Tanganga and Roden today, that score could have been, it could have been anything. But we still had Harry Winks in there. What did he do? Fuck all. Yeah. Absolutely fuck all. This guy it's a crime. How the hell is this freaking guy getting into this team still?
I'll tell you what, Skip's a 10 times a player of Harry Winks, and he's still learning. At least he attempts to go forward and try.
I can see. God, mate. Sorry, mate.
I don't want to be rude tonight, but I think
just say what you're saying, mate.
I'm fed up with this. Yeah. I'm fed up with this Dele Alli hate. I really am. Like, difficult game today because the last 3 games he's been playing in the number 8 position, and now today he was put into a sort of number 10, a bit of a weird role in the diamond formation. If you're gonna, it's just sick. I'm fed up with people calling out Ali. I'm afraid you're gonna have to call out Kane today. If you're gonna call out Ali, because I thought Kane was fucking woeful. That's me being on. I love Harry Kane, but clearly he just does not give a toss because his body language was terrible. He's not a leader, and in games like that, this guy's supposed to be world class. Well, we didn't show it today. Winks, crap. So I just think if you're going to call out Ali, you have to call out other players as well. And I think to get on at Oliver Skip, he's only, 20 years of age, something like that? Like, he's the only one who's actually had the balls to come out at the end of the game and do an interview. So I think before you get on at him, you get on at the others who are supposed to be the ones who carry this, this team forward.
And
but, yeah.
And do you know what, mate? It makes me laugh as well, right? As when I put that tweet out earlier of Don Gascoigne, that's the one I'm gonna call him now, mate. Seriously, with saying that we play three holding midfielders. What is flipping Nuno all about? What is he doing? What is he thinking about playing three holding midfielders? And there's a guy coming. I think Ricky guy. Nice enough fella. I mean, he's entitled to his own opinion, but he went on and said, "We need some hard hitting players in that midfield and things like Tungi will not." And you go play free holding midfield, no creativity whatsoever in there. Absolutely giving nothing to the forward three.
Let's be honest, it's not United either, is it? It's fucking Palace.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, absolutely. I don't want to disrespect them, but it is. They haven't won a game.
Yeah.
Of course it comes against Tottenham. Of course it does.
Yeah. Obviously we've got Derek as well. Big up, guys. We have got a couple waiting, guys. Be patient with us, guys. We just want to go through a few things, and we'll get you on as soon as possible. Big up, guys. Disappointing result today. Derek, thanks for coming in and supporting the channel. Absolutely fantastic. Dietrich's going to say Hoiberg disappointment. Winks trash. Region is not good enough to start for us. Right. Okay.
I don't agree with Lloris. I think Lloris has probably been one of our better players the last year and a half, and he was actually pretty good today. There's nothing he can do about.
Going like this, sell him. Lloris not good enough. Nuno takes 80% of the blame. Rodon and Royal played well. I'll go through that very quickly because we have got people waiting to come on. Listen, pal. Let me just go through what you just said there. Region, mate, seriously, you can have one or two bad. This guy is definitely good enough to play for Tottenham Hotspur.
I don't think he was terrible today.
I agree with. He was well off it as well today. And Winks, absolutely terrible. Kane, what I said, the build up in the transfer window. I don't want to sell Kane, but I said if we can get the 160 for him. Just to sell him, and if he wants to go, obviously he wants to go. The body language tells you he don't want to be at this football club still. And I'd have been happy to sell him if we got the price, but I was happy that we kept him. I mean, because you can't. But the way he's going at the minute, he wants to play at Tottenham, and Lloris is not good enough. Me personally, I think he's a fantastic goalie. Nuno takes 8% of the blame. Absolutely. I totally agree with that one, Didrex. Absolutely.
I'd even say 90. I'd even say 90%.
Yeah. Because three holding midfielders, what the hell is he on? I mean, and that's this excuse the fans will come out with. We're going away to Palace. We need to be strong in that midfield.
The team haven't won a game.
There's no fucking creativity. Jesus fucking Christ! It's like, as you said, it's like we set up to play Manchester United, Manchester City, or Arsenal, or Chelsea away, or Liverpool's. We're playing Crystal fucking Palace. Fucking, and I don't care. We've got to call Nuno out as well. We have to, absolutely. What I saw of Royal, it wasn't the best, but it's his first game. He gave it a go. I think Rodon was all right as well.
I thought Rodon played quite well when he came on, bearing in mind,
Dan THFC say, hi Matt, I will be on soon. Facts and stats, I'm so disappointed with that performance.
Tell us them.
David's out. Yes,
yep.
Come on, guys.
Seriously, piss off, David.
THFC, we got lucky against City, Watford and Wolves today. We got destroyed and didn't score. Absolutely. Jake, Nuno out, laugh out loud. Listen, Jake, and Matt will back me up here. I'm not a fan of Nuno. He wasn't my choice, but I'll back him because he's at Tottenham. He's a Tottenham manager. The jury's still out on this guy, seriously. And people can say, he's only just saying that because of no. Matt can say, I'm not a Nuno fan. I'm not a Nuno fan, and
I'm not a fan like that.
I did say I'll judge him with performances and things like that, and he's not filling. Even with the 3 wins, I'm not getting filled with excitement. You know what I mean? Saying I did. Derek says Ben Davis fucking useless. In a Turner says Region was good today. Didrix Kane. Wayne, yes, Wayne, thanks for coming in. Kane wasn't there today. Nuno needs to hold his hands up and accept responsibility for that piss poor performance. No excuses. Clay Hill and Tungi. And yes, exactly. This is what I don't fucking get, Wayne. Right, we go out in summer. We get rid of Lamella. Go and get Brian Hill. We've seen a glimpse of this guy, what he can do. And seriously, I have seen enough to say this guy can hit it in the Premier League. We should be playing this guy. Why is he on the bench? We've got no creativity. I mean, someone can get hold of the ball, same as Tungi. If they were saying about his fitness levels, if he's fit enough to go on the bench, he's fit enough to start in my eyes. Yeah. Them two should have started 100% today.
He should have played Hill on the left-hand side. Then we could have played a 4-3-3, which is that's what we've been playing the last 3 games, and we've won. And then he changes it to a diamond, and it didn't work. I don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. Just are you high in the Turnish? No. Don't say Thai lads, depression day, laugh out loud. I can see Nuno's plan was to put an attacking players late, but that red card. But listen, you start with your strongest team, and that weren't the strongest team today, guys. I mean, 3 in midfield, 3 holding midfielders. What's he doing? That's not a strong team. I mean, the game was out of sight before he wants to bring his attacking players on. I mean, he should have played his best team from the start. Seriously, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Region was great today. Give him some credit. Here we go. Simon Alf, United fan. So I had to go and pal. Viva Ronaldo. Good luck the Yids, though underperforming at the minute. Where's the supply going to come from? Absolutely, Si. It's on the bench. That's what me and Matt saying. It's on the bench.
Fair play to
don't panic. It's only the 4th game, but we know if our first 11 are injured, our subs are not cutting it. Dean, I understand it's 4 games in. Absolutely. But today, mate, we saw weakness in there, mate. I mean, and I don't care if people say, oh, he had to play Winks. No, he didn't have to play Winks. No, he did not have to flipping play Winks whatsoever. I'm not actually flipping wearing it. And we are looking thin. Lloris was bad distribution. Got
it was a poor pass.
Injured. Laugh out loud. Great shot stopped, but the counter attack doesn't assist because he takes 2 minutes to decide where to go. I'm not having no Lloris because I think he's. Back to the comments though. THFC said Kane was woeful today. He's meant to be world class against these teams like Palace. He did nothing. As that concurrence, Wayne says, agree. We haven't had strength in depth in years. It's becoming ridiculous. Absolutely, our depth is absolutely ridiculous. It's woeful. I think we're weaker this season than last season.
Yep.
I really do believe. We have literally gone from a transfer window where everyone's giving it a 7 or an 8. I gave it a 5 based on because of Harry Kane's stand. I mean, I thought that was great. We got Harry Kane to stay. We got players out the door. If it wasn't for that, I would have gave it a 2-3. I mean, it was an absolute shocking window. Lloris is Lloris is crap. No, it's not. No. And I'm not wearing that. Wayne, only one team wanted to play attacking football at Selhurst, and it wasn't us. Seriously, Saha, mate. Seriously, he ain't been on form this season already in the first 3 games, but he was fucking. Yeah. He absolutely gave our defence horrid time.
I thought Gallagher had a really
Gallagher
good
was
game
great.
As well. Yeah.
Don't know why Nuno started with 3 holding midfielders. He has creativity with Tungi. Play him. Mate, we've got so many comments here, mate. We're flipping out. Nuno is the problem. Rex Lawrence says, Rex, thanks for coming in, pal. Adam says, embarrassment of a performance. Why start Winks over Gill? Yes. Tell us the answers, guys. Come on. We want you to come on here and tell us the answers, guys. Wayne says Hill would run Palace ragged today. this is what I'm saying. Maybe he might have he may had a stinker. We don't know, but give the fucking guy a chance for flip's sake, Jesus. Rex says, Simon, you're the only one that is very honest and does not go with the stats. Yeah, absolutely. You got to say it. Me and Matt on it, we always say it as it is. We won't do flipping sugarcoat fuck all on it. The injuries aren't an excuse. No, I'm not taking injuries as an excuse because we should have properly sorted that situation out in the summer. I mean, it's an excuse every single season. Oh, it's injuries. It's injuries. Every team has injuries. Don't freaking give me that. Yes, you start with the strong team. THFC Nuno has creativity in the team, but he won't play it. Continent says, I want to like Nuno, but when Winks and Davis get in game while Tungi gets no minutes, he has to learn. And he won't learn. It's simple as that. I couldn't believe what happened. Nuno was the reason for this loss. Oh yeah, we've seen that one. Lawrence says, Dean, the early bird catches the worm. Adam says, today remind me of Jose was in charge, and that was only 5 months ago. Derek says, on Dombley over Winks all day long. Adam says, transfer window was a lively window, nothing more, nothing less than 5 out of 10. Jesus Christ, I'm going to have to get some of these fingers in a minute, Matt. They're just absolute crawling. Dean, we was top unbeaten. I like to, the guys that come should fight to show their worth, not crumble. When we shifted the dead wood in the summer, those best 5 players were not the first we needed to shift. I have sooner kept Lamella and Aurier. Really? I shifted Winks and Davis. I would have shifted them two as well. Really personally. Here, Dean says we was top unbeaten. I like yeah, we've seen that one. I kept saying onto the fan show that if we don't put out a good midfield, we'll be in trouble, and look what happened. Wayne says the only way he'll learns, involves and improves is by playing absolutely 100%. Let him off the leash and spark life into the team. Derek says if Nuno carries on like that, it'll be gone before the end of the season. Some of the fan base just accept mediocrity. Absolutely. That's what I'm looking for. That some of the fan base do accept mediocrity. That is absolutely spot on. I mean, absolutely. Rex said, please, can anyone tell Nuno that if he wants players that run, he should go to Jamaica and recruit? Defense always fuck. All right. So, guys, thanks for everyone in the chat there. Let's match. Should we just get the first one on?
Yeah,
I think Lily White Lane was first to be in the queue. I'm looking forward to this one. Then we got Dan THFC to come on after. Evening, Lily White. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for giving that time. We had a bit of a rant there. You're probably listening to it. Tell us, mate, where's this gone wrong from minute 1 to the end of the game, mate?
Yeah, look, it's good to be back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Hope both of you are doing okay. And look, it was just pathetic today. It really was pathetic. And what frustrated me the most about today is when you go on Twitter and you see some Spurs fans just accepting this and making up excuses for such a pathetic performance like this. I've went on Twitter and on all these social media platforms, and I've seen so many excuses about injuries and this player and that player and what's going on. You can't make excuses for this. It's not like we've lost, and like you said earlier in the stream, Matt, I was listening to you. It's not like we've lost 3-0 to Manchester United, and that would be horrible, or Manchester City, or Chelsea, or any of the top teams, or Liverpool. We've lost 3-0 to a mid-table team who just about avoid relegation every single season. And look, everything today, absolutely everything was wrong. We lined up with 3 holding midfielders. Where is the creativity in that? And then what frustrates me the most is, okay, 3 holding midfielders, it's not working. Of course it's not going to work right. Now it's time to bring on an attacking midfielder. Someone like Brian Hill potentially and Dombele. Bring some creativity into the team. What happens? He doesn't bring on anyone. He brings on Ben Davies to replace the incident that happened with Japhet Tanganga and the incident early on with Darren Brinton-Roden, he still had the substitution remaining and didn't bring on a creative midfielder, when the reason we didn't win this game today or get anything out of it was because there's no creativity. The fact that Nuno didn't make any proper substitutions that he had to without injuries is an absolute joke. And just everything today really frustrates me. Harry Kane's another player on the pitch. Now, I'm not going to dig too much into him because I think he's fantastic. But it's one of those with Harry Kane where today he didn't look like he wanted to play. He looked like he wanted to be at home doing nothing, sat on his arse watching the telly. He did not look like he wanted to be at Selhurst Park playing for Tottenham Hotspur. And I see fans going, Kane had a bad game, maybe Kane doesn't care. At the end of the day, he cares a little bit. I still think he cares a little bit for Spurs. But at the end of the day, he wanted to move this summer. He didn't get it. He's frustrated. He clearly doesn't want to play for us at the moment. And I can see that's going to cause controversy. People are going to be like, he does. He doesn't want to play for us at the moment. He doesn't give two hoots about Spurs whenever he steps onto that pitch. And that's why he didn't put in a performance. And this is what frustrated me about the Japhet Tanganga incident. When someone's losing it on the pitch, a young player like that, you want someone with experience. You want a Harry Kane. You want even a Reguilon. You want, the likes of Højbjerg to go over to him to calm him down, and he would have been all right. But what did they do? They just stood around and did absolutely nothing. And then he got sent off, and then it all fell apart. As soon as Tanganga went off, we were pathetic beforehand, but we were just awful, absolutely awful. No one doing their job. When that first goal went in, we just gave up. It did not look like we were going for, an equaliser. It's just we'll try again next week. We'll pick up 3 points then. It's not good enough. 3-0 to Crystal Palace. That third goal is the most embarrassed I've ever been as a Spurs fan. No one marking anyone. Everyone's standing around. Some of these players are thinking about what they're having for dinner later. Seriously. Oh, man. It's like, oh. I need to calm down. I'm going to say something I regret. But look, very frustrating.
So, guys, before I get Matt can come in and he can ask a question to Lily White. If you want to come on, guys, and follow Lily White and Dan THFC in the background, in the description, there is the link to come on and have your say, guys. Come on, have your say, guys. Just give a couple minutes, come off your say, because that was absolutely. And we got THFC Curse. Thanks for coming in. I honestly believe no sun has affected us more than it would if we had no Kane. And I know people will disagree. With that. That's fine. But absolutely, I agree. Definitely. I agree. I think Son. You know what? I think Son has overtaken Harry Kane in a way that we go about playing football. You know what I mean? Without Son in there, there's no guile up front, is there? There's no someone gets on the ball, takes people on, gives us everything. And when Kane's up there, I'm not saying Kane because he's a world-class player. Let's not get it wrong. Well, Kane is a world-class player. But to me, as what Robbie said there, he's dead not interested in playing for Tottenham at the minute. He looks well out of sorts. He's not happy whatsoever. And I'd rather have a happy Son in there and over Kane at the minute. Yeah. I really do, because at least he tries. At least he tries win games, and he does win games. Look at Man City. I mean, and yeah, Curse, nice one for that. Got Rate say agree. We've got Adam, THC, just horrific. Got Yusuf, hello. Looks cool without the hat. So agree with Lily White Lane. Yusuf, who would have thought Edwards don't? I'm getting onto that. I ain't. Matt knows why. And Cody's back says that was the least creative X11 I ever seen. Oh my God, Cody, absolutely spot on. I've never seen. When I saw that today, when I was at work, I thought, is this a joke or is this someone flipping winding me up? I tell you, because wow, when I saw it. Matt, go ahead and ask Lily White some questions. Go on, pal.
You all right, Lily White? How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Well, I'll say not too bad, but
I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel. It's going to be a long weekend, I think. yeah, how do we solve this? How do we solve this lack of creativity? I mean, for me, I'd like us probably to go back to the 4-3-3, the flat 4-3-3 we were playing, because I think it kind of suits us. Well, if we have Bergwijn and Son and people like that, I think we need to have more width in games, and we need someone who can get on the ball and dominate and try and stop teams from just keep coming at us, and then we're just passing it sideways and backwards. I mean, what's the solution? What do you think?
Look, like you said earlier in the stream, Simon, in the summer window, I see a lot of people rating it as such a good summer window. Yes, we brought in a centre half, but we needed a backup striker, and now we rely on a 16-year-old in Dane Scarlett, and we needed a creative midfielder. And people say, oh, we got Ndombele, we got Giovanni Lo Celso. Those are two players who are two of the most on and off form players I've ever seen in my life. One of them's too lazy, and I'm not even going to go on to Ndombele fully today because I will lose it. And Lo Celso obviously wasn't available to play. But I think we needed a real playmaker, a real creative midfielder in the summer. We needed someone like a Sabitzer or someone a bit like him, or a Slobodsly, or one of these proper playmakers, or real creative midfielders. And we didn't get it. And today, we saw what happens without creativity. And it's not even that. I think Nuno was one of the main reasons we didn't win this game. And I've given him credit. I've given him credit where credit's due. I've said, and I'll always say this, you can take a boring style of play as long as you win, but don't expect to get as much criticism if we lose and actually put up a fight, if we lose and don't put up a fight, if we lose and we're sloppy and slow. You can't expect to get as much criticism or the same criticism as if we put up a fight and we play attacking football in these types of games and probably go for it. Because today we didn't go for it. We looked like we were playing for a point. We looked like we were trying to get a goal, trying to get a scrappy goal, and we didn't get one. One of the main reasons we didn't get one today was without Heung-min Son. It goes to show how much he impacted. Those first 3 games that he was on the pitch, he was our main man. He's the reason we beat Man City, because he scored the goal. Fantastic play from him. He's the reason we beat Wolves, in my opinion, because of his fantastic runs in that game. And he's the reason, once again, we beat Watford with a free kick out of nowhere. All 3 of those games, apart from City, the other 2 especially, we were slow, we were sloppy, but we got away with it with our defence. And in my opinion, I gave him a lot of criticism last season, but Dyer was definitely impactful to those 2 games. And today, he goes off injured. And one change to our system, we should be able to adapt. And that's what good managers do. And that's what good teams do. Someone comes off injured. Okay, you bring on this player, you sort it out, and you change the system. We didn't change the system. We brought on Rodon. And towards the end, we brought on Davies. Didn't change anything. Anything to suit the red card. Anything to suit the injury at the beginning. And that's the reason we lost. Harry Winks. How long is it going to take for people to realise that he is awful? He is not good enough. He's mediocre. And fans are willing to accept him and say, oh, well, he's all right. All right isn't good enough. We want a quality player as a creative midfielder. He's not even a creative midfielder. He's a bloody defensive one. And we've already got 2 of those on the pitch. So for me, you needed to sign a creative midfielder in the summer, and you needed to play Gil.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you're going to play Harry Winks, I'd rather see Niall John come into the midfield, or a Dylan Markande, or even like Alfie Devine, who's actually scored a brace against Liverpool today in the under-23s again. And he looks like a brilliant player who will be...
Yeah, I agree.
I'd rather see him, in the team than Winks. I'd rather put Winks in the under-23s and do what he did to someone like Danny Rose, who gave it all, to the club.
He is one of the worst players I've ever seen, honestly, play football. Honest to God. And something else that frustrates me, and I'll say this and then I'll have to head off. The criticism Hugo Lloris is getting today is really annoying me. People are going, his distribution was awful. He didn't have a good distribution. The reason that he couldn't find passes was because no one was giving him options. No one was becoming available. No one was making runs so he can pass the ball to them. They were just standing behind the Crystal Palace players. He didn't have a choice. So every single time he just booted it and hoped for the best because no one gave him options. Yet he's the one. He's the one of the most, our most experienced player, the one who straight away when Tanganga got in that little scrap with Wilfred Zaha, ran over to help him out. The first one over there. because he's loyal. He's the captain, and most games he's fantastic. I really do rate him, and he's getting criticism today, which is undeserved because it's not his fault whatsoever that he didn't have a good distribution today.
Yeah, absolutely, Robbie. Literally before you go, Robbie, me and Matt last night on the stream, we was talking about the summer window and things like that, and there was a couple of people actually laughed at me when I mentioned it before the transfer deadline day about Edouard. I mean, and I said this dude will absolutely be perfect for Tottenham. He won't moan to be a sub. He'll come in and he'll do a job. Oh, he's playing in Scotland. It's fucking shit football. Fucking la la la. He can't make it in the Premier League. Look what he's fucking done today, right? And everyone's gonna fucking say, "Oh well, they've been just little tappings." That guy can score goals, and this is exactly what we needed—a backup striker who'll come off and get goals. And we missed a fucking trick with and the people who's out there who didn't want him. I mean, just take a look at that today. Take a bloody look.
There is no like excuse, is there? Of but he's not going to sit on the bench. We sat on the bench for Palace today, and Benteke
exactly with Benteke up top. Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely, 100%.
Fed up of the no one's going to sit on the bench for Harry Kane. Fucking go and bring someone in who wants to challenge him then.
Yeah,
every other team does
it. All you need as a backup striker is someone who knows how to put the ball in the back and
someone who
can finish it. Absolutely. And that's exactly what he did for Palace. And this is what frustrates me. If Kane gets injured, we're going to have to play Son up top. And people are like, oh, you know, Sonny's quality up top. Why would you play one of the best left wingers who is the best in his position up top? We needed a backup striker. Stop papering over the cracks. And the only striker we have is a 17-year-old who has far too much pressure on him, who's going to have to come in straight into the Premier League, not get a good development and turn out nowhere near as good as a player as he can be. And that's the issue at the club right now. But look, I am going to have to head off, so it's been an absolute pleasure coming back.
Robbie, lovely. It was great to have you back on, mate. Absolutely. And it'd be great to have you back on again in the coming future, mate. But Robbie, tell everyone where they can catch you, mate.
Yeah, so look, Lily White Lane on YouTube, as I say, all types of Tottenham Hotspur content. Please go and support the channel if you can. Don't do it yet, do it after this live stream, because I do want you guys to carry on tuning into this. If you haven't already, keep supporting these two guys, constantly out here doing some brilliant work on the channel. And yeah, I really do appreciate coming on, and hopefully the next time I do pop on to a fan call-in show or any show on the channel, we'll be talking about Spurs.
We'll get you on a show as well, yeah, without shadow of doubt. Absolutely,
yeah,
Robbie. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll see you both later.
Nice one, pal.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you. So, guys, if you want to follow Robbie, and Dan's in the background, we're going to get him on now. In the description, guys, is the link. Click on the link, guys. Instead of having your chat in there, come and have your say as well. We'd love to see the faces behind these names. You know what I mean? Instead of seeing the same faces all the time, come on, guys. Come on, have your say.
It'd be good to get Kirst on if she wanted to come on, but I don't know if she would. But
well, if Kirst is still here, if she wants to come on for a couple of minutes, absolutely.
Cody would be a good one.
Cody says, thing is, when your bench is Skulton, why not put the best 11 out there? We set up to fail. I've no idea why we had 3 holding midfielders plus Dele. 2 shots the whole game. Is that really Tottenham? Absolutely fantastic comment there, Cody. Absolutely, that's round up Tottenham performance today and what actually went wrong with the game today. Derek says, I think we can forget about top 4 and target Europa Conference League, FA Cup. One game, I'm not flapping over that. I'm just flapping over selection problems and the depth problems we've got at this club. I say we'll do very well to get in the top 4. I didn't say we're guaranteed top 4. We should not be guaranteed top 4. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's we've got Maverick in here. Thanks for coming in, pal. Chelsea get a sending off against Liverpool, and it consolidates them. Absolutely, they absolutely done fantastic at Liverpool. I mean, Spurs on the other hand gets a man sent off, and they capitulate. Weak mentality. Reason why Chelsea won Champions League and Spurs lost the Champions League final. Absolutely, and they've got better players. Their chairman, their owner, they back with proper players, mate. Proper players. Gnarly's flipping. You go into like Chelsea. If we had a Roman Abramovich, he won't be having these flipping Harry Winks and flipping people like this in the flipping
See
team.
that.
Without the club, proper players in this club. This is why Chelsea are doing well. He backs the managers properly. You know what I mean? Not like Daniel Levy. Absolutely not. Winks is Crystal Palace level. Absolutely. Jake says Spurs. Shocking today. Lacked fight and passion. Nuno made no subs to change the game. Forget it was 0-0 till 76 minute, then lose 3-0, and that was shocking. Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree there, mate. Rex says Matt. That is exactly what you said. The pressure too much caused the injury, and as well as the red card of Tanganga. If Crystal Palace are pursuing us this much, Liverpool, United, Chelsea are coming. Wayne says Winks is a footballer. Is a footballer? Question mark. Cody says Lloris did give Dyer a hospital ball. He did. He did.
Everyone makes mistakes, So
Wayne, I never knew that too. Wayne says Talk THFC is the first I've heard of it. Jez, you had me and Dombley, and Gill was needed. Absolutely, pal. 100% needed today. Paul, totally agree. If Kane gets injured, we are fucked. I think Son gets injured, we got knackered. It's done today.
If they both got injured, we'd be screwed.
Got Paul for evening, guys. What a woeful performance. We lacked everything today. I knew we would lose when I saw the starting 11. Why the hell is Winks in the team ahead of Gill? And absolutely, I saw that and I said no chance. Absolutely pathetic from Richard. Thanks for coming back in, pal. Absolutely pathetic. I'm sick of the likes of Roden, Davis, Dyer, Winks. Ali Skip playing for us. They wouldn't get in the reserves at any other big clubs.
Oh, come on. That's a bit harsh. I mean, I don't think Roden has done much wrong, to be honest.
Davis, Dyer. Dyer's the question mark's still out there, mate. I'm not saying he's world class or he's great or he's good. I mean,
I think he's good this season, though. You can't deny him that.
I think he's been backed up more with Skip and Pierre protecting them more. I think probably we've been found out, and they wouldn't get in Ali and Skip probably.
I think that's a bit harsh on Skip. I really do.
Chelsea have ambition. Enoch don't. Absolutely.
We know that.
That's what it comes at. That's what it comes down to, Rich. Rex says Nuno is just a quiet Mourinho. Tot are in trouble, my friends. Maverick says it's like one of those disaster movies where everything goes wrong. Watching Spurs today. Listen, I don't say the season's ended. That's it. And I know it's a long season, but what we've seen today, it has to be talked about, guys. We can't just keep accepting mediocre.
I think there is going to be a bit of up and down. I really do. I think it's going to be one of those seasons.
Let's get Dan into. I've got Dan THFC on here. Dan, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for waiting patiently in the back. What a shocking performance today. Not only today as well, we were shocking against Wolves. We were lucky against Watford. Okay, Manchester City, you can say it was a good goal from Son, and we absolutely, especially in the second half, we went to 94, 95, still throwing tackles, and that was probably our best performance for the season so far. But against Wolves, lucky, Watford, lucky, and today, finally, we've come against maybe a team that they've got players who can put the ball at the back of the net. They can be clinical, which against Wolves and Watford, they weren't clinical in front of goal against Tottenham, were they? So Dan, give us your reaction, mate, on this on this game, on Nuno's selection. Was you happy with it, mate? Tanganga's second sending off. Just give us, mate, and do you think Harry Kane wants to be here still? Just tell us how you feel, pal.
Well, after that performance, I'm not too great, but look, I understand that Nuno's put this out, and definitely he made some really bad calls. But there's some people on Twitter saying Nuno out. And I think it's way, way too early to say Nuno out. But honestly, we've got the creativity of a peanut butter jar. It is so... I mean, what does Harry Winks even bring? He doesn't bring anything.
Absolutely.
There's so many people. Oh, he came from the academy. Oh, he's one of our own. Do you not see the performances? There's nothing special from that guy. The only thing that I've seen from him was a lucky goal in the Europa League. It's like he's consistently bad, and we keep playing him. We keep giving him opportunities, and it's like one. You fool me once, you fool me twice, you fool me 3 times. No, he's already fooled us like 40 times. Harry Winks. How much longer is it going to take for us to realize that he is not even close to the caliber of players that we should be having at our football club? I went on a rant earlier on today. I'm a little bit calmer from the beginning of the day. Earlier on, I was about to break a window, honestly. Honestly, not a great performance at all. It's this weekend. Pretty much Tottenham have ruined my weekend.
Do you know what, Dan? Do you know what? Me and Matt, we done our preview last night, and the question. I'll show you one of the ones. What come up, Dan? And I put to Matt. Where was it? This one. Will Vieira get one over us? And I've absolutely had it in the back of my head. I just thought, do you know what? Even when I saw that starting 11 today, he's going to get one over us, and he bloody did.
You know, the commentators in America were saying, "Oh, he played for Arsenal. He scored some great goals against Tottenham. It would be fantastic to see him beat Tottenham." I'm like, "Shut up! You're basically cursing us." Like,
absolutely, pal. I mean, and it was just from the word go, Dan. Before Matt, he can ask you something. I just wanted to, from the word go, 3 holding midfielders. I mean, me personally, all the time when he sets up to, I always like just one holding midfielder. We need as much tackling in there as possible to win games. And today, mate, 3 holding midfielders. And that's what Cody said in the comment. He set up to fail today. And he absolutely did. You know what I mean? It was set up to fail, mate. Absolutely. From the minute go. And what worries me, it seems like he's got no in-game management to change when things ain't going wrong as well. It seems like a bit of a Jose Mourinho just watching his brother. It's just watching another Jose Mourinho at times. But I know it's too early. I'm not saying Nuno out, but he's not my fan, mate. He's not the man that I wanted. When it was like the 8th choice, you know what I mean? It come out from nowhere, Dan, when everyone was like rejecting us. Oh, here we go, Nuno. Here comes Nuno. He's going to save the day for us. And I keep saying it. The jury's still out on Nuno, and I'll back him because he's the Tottenham coach. I'll give him a go. I've got an awful thing, mate. This club's going to be too big for him. I really do. Hope he proves me wrong. I really do. I hope he goes out and proves me wrong. But I just really just think this club's going to be. I worry for him, mate, because, mate, if we get a couple more injuries, the results don't go our way again. And seriously, you know our fans, mate, and how Daniel Levy just literally widens a sword. You know exactly what he's like.
Don't get me started on Levy. Don't get me started on Levy.
But Dan, quickly before Matt wants to have a little word, has Nuno got to take blame today? He's got to take 90% of that blame today, mate.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm going to read you this stat. In the Premier League, chances created. City are first, United are second, Liverpool are third, West Ham are fourth, Wolves are fifth, Chelsea are sixth, Leeds are seventh, Everton are eighth, Arsenal are ninth, and Tottenham are 10th. That's in big chances created this season. So Arsenal are ahead of us in big chances created.
And they've only scored 1 goal.
And they had 30 chances on goal today, Arsenal. 30 chances and only 6 on target, and only scoring 1 goal. But I know what you're on about there, Dan. At least they're having attempts on goal. I looked at Tottenham's attempts today. How many attempts did we have? 7? Is it something like that? Something stupid? absolutely just not good enough.
I mean, we had one shot on target.
For size, structural size of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, it's not good enough whatsoever. With them players, still with them players out there, and mate, it's not been good enough. Go on, Dan.
I mean, we had one shot on target.
One shot on target.
And 2 shots in total.
Absolutely not fucking good enough. Yes, we have got Mr. Danny
Karaoke. Saying exactly what I just said.
2 shots the whole game, 1 on target. Here you go. Danny, thanks for joining in, pal. Absolutely.
Come on, Danny.
I said, guys, the link is in the description. If you want to come on and follow Dan and Robbie's Wade, come on, have your say, have your rant. Feel free to come on, guys. Go on, Dan.
Well, look, it's just a really, really disappointing performance. Nothing could have gone worse. Honestly, I'm going to start saying this. But we got to step up our game. We got to step up our game. And I've always said it. Harry Winks is not going to... With our recruitment, we always buy for the future. And then when we get to the future, we continue buying for the future. I'm going to quote the great Brian Daigle here. We buy lumps of coal in dreams of turning them into diamonds.
Yeah.
But even one of the players that we bought this season that was actually good, Brian Hill, didn't even play. He's on the bench, top class player. He could have changed the game. And you know what? Before this, a few days ago, Nuno Espirito Santo came out with a quote. I love the saying to dare is to do. And then when you have the chance to dare, and bring on Harry Winks. You end up trying to bring Ben Davis on and start Harry Winks. That's a nice dare.
Me personally, mate, I think he bottled it today. Nuno,
Definitely.
I think he absolutely bottled it. I mean, the way he set up, mate, he didn't have the bottle, did he, to go for it today? You know what I mean, we're playing Crystal Palace, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean, we're not playing Manchester United, the City, the Liverpools. We're playing Crystal Palace, set up to win. You know what I mean? That is your intent to play football. You don't never set up to draw, never set up to lose. You set up to win football matches. You know what I mean? And he didn't today. You know what I mean? He didn't. He bottled it. You know what I mean? He had the safety net, and that's what he went with. He went for his safety net, and that's what he said. Let's not come out of this losing this. Let's try and grip in. I mean, let's try and hit him on the break and things like that. We're not good enough to do that. You know what I mean? Against Crystal Palace. It's a joke. Matt, I'll bring you in, mate. Do you want to say to Dan?
Yeah, hope you're well, Dan. Obviously gutting for you because you'd have had to have woke up pretty early, right?
5:30 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So at least I had a lay-in, I suppose. But obviously on your thing, big chance created this season. Top of the league is City with 13. Arsenal have had 2. And apparently we've only had 1. In terms of this season, big chances created. Really does sort of worry me where we're gonna, I say get our goals from, because if we don't have a creative player who's gonna feed in the likes of Son and Kane, then we're gonna be in trouble. I just really hope that Nuno. He's gonna learn from it. So I just got that horrible feeling he's gonna go with the same sort of midfield against Chelsea. I really do. Because I don't see Ndombele starting against Chelsea, and I'm not sure if he'll trust Brian Hill yet. Because I think what he'll do is he'll bring in Brian Hill and then Ndombele against Rennes on Thursday night.
Matt, we might as well just flip and get rid of him now. Then. I mean, this is what I'm saying.
I can't see him attacking Chelsea. I just don't see it. It does depend. I mean, I think a bit of the blame as well has to go. I am pissed off with the guys who've gone on the international, the Argentinian and
they're not getting away with this, Matt.
Apparently they're coming back a day before the Chelsea game.
Yeah, I just find it frustrating that Giovanni Lo Celso has done fuck all in his whole Spurs career, pretty much, and he has the audacity to, when we probably need him in a game like today, because he could have been in part of that midfield, free as a bit more of a creative kind of spark. That's why we bought him. We paid 35 million for him. I just baffles me. Ramiro, obviously, I haven't seen enough of him for his price tag yet. I'm disappointed with his attitude. And Sanchez, I just think all the work he's put in, and it screwed us up a bit because I think because we chopped and changed so many different the team wasn't the same. I think the international break came at the wrong time. It's just typical. We get 3 wins in a row, and then an international break comes, and I was like, oh, here we go. There's going to be an injury or two, and then, there's going to be changes. We need a consistent team near enough every week. That's what the best teams do. And
Currently,
the problem is, because of our depth, well, we want, Chelsea can get away with it because they have the likes of Kovacic, Kante in midfield. They bought Saul, Niguez, obviously, who's coming. They've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek still. They've got options, off the bench as well. And I do worry. But my question to you, Dan, is: was there any player that impressed you today? Because my one is probably Lucas Moura, because I did think he did try to take people on, and he never gave up. And I'll give him credit, and maybe Lloris, but apart from that, I can't. But yeah, let me know who you think.
I echo your thoughts with Lucas Moura, but another one that I think we could take as a positive is Reguilon. Reguilon played well today. He was just in a bad bunch, so you couldn't really give him too much credit. There was one where the ball came in and he cleared it off the line.
Yeah, brilliant clearance.
That was a great clearance.
Header, yeah.
Yeah, but he was actually quite decent today, so gotta give credit to Reguilon. Then again, Lucas Moura, he played good. Tanganga before the red card was good as well.
Actually, we did pretty well at centre back. Actually, I thought we looked pretty good until I think if we didn't get the red, I think we could have got out of there with a point. I do think we had enough.
Yeah.
I just think it would have been great to get out there with a point. I would have got a point at that stage.
With the team that was put out today, would have been nice, wouldn't it?
You know what I really want to see against Chelsea, though? I want to see Bryan Hill. Because if you remember, right?
I want to see him attack the game.
Yeah, but the reason I want to see Bryan Hill.
I want to see Son.
Well, Son is injured, so it's really unlikely that we'll see him. And when Nuno said, he was like, Sonny, he's not well.
He said he's not well, didn't he?
But like the pause in his voice, it was like, Sonny is not well.
But then he said
not, I don't think he's well playing for his football club. That's what it is.
No, but Sonny's actually, he gives his all. If they lock him in the kitchen and tell him to wash the dishes, he will.
Well, at least I think if Son can't be there, we need Bergwijn there. We need some width against Chelsea. We need someone to help out Ricky on the
side. The reason I want to see Bryan Hill is because I'm
thinking is, could you play Bergwijn on the left and then maybe Hill and maybe that number 10 sort of role? Maybe you can have a free sort of.
The thing is, I think we need to attack the left side mainly because I forgot who it was, but their right back got a red card against Liverpool, so they're not going to be there.
Oh, so James.
Reece James.
James won't play against us now.
So if there's a chance, it will be down that left-hand side.
Yeah.
For me, but just is not looking good. And if we continue like this season could be a pretty long one. I'm gonna read another stat here. 87 of Tottenham's goals conceded in the last 2 seasons have been either set pieces or individual errors. 87%.
Yeah. Absolutely, pal. Absolutely. And you know what? Richard Evans in the chat brings up a real good comment. And I think it's going to come back and bite Tottenham on the arse if this happens, I'm telling you now. He's saying we missed a trick with Antonio Conte. I can see him at Arsenal by the end of the season. Absolutely. I can see this happening. I'll tell you now. I am telling you now, mate. I said about Cambiero come back and flip and upset Tottenham. Get one over us. He did. Edvard, okay, it's only 1 game. But he's come on. He scored 2 today. This will just wrap it up if Antonio Conte is set to go to Arsenal, because I don't care what anyone says, right? To act as a big club, you've got to appoint these big managers and buy these big players. You know what I mean? For now, it's as what you said, Dan. Yeah, we keep buying for the future. We've been doing that since 2001.
We keep preparing for the future since 2001. But then when we get to the future, is the thing. We get to the future, we buy all these great players for the future that you prepare for the future. And then when you get to the future, you keep preparing for the future.
Yeah.
I want to go to the future. I want to, that movie Back to the Future. I want to go back to the future because if the future is going to be this great that we're preparing all these players for, the future might look good.
I saw quite a good tweet earlier, but sort of like I think we all took for granted the 2015 to 2019 years of Tottenham, how good we actually were. With moving the ball forward, lovely transitional play. Right wing backs, left wing backs flying up the pitch. I think I'd love. Yeah, I wish I didn't take that for granted as much as I wish I enjoyed it more.
Guys, both of you are talking like Daleks. I don't know if there's a problem. Yeah, both of you are talking like Daleks. It's becoming very crackly. Guys, am I coming across it talking like a Dalek as well, like very crackly, or?
No, you're clear as day.
Yeah, you're clear.
No, it's Dan and Matt. You're very like Daleks. We can't really understand you.
Hang on.
If you want to come back out, guys. If you want to go back in and come back out.
What about now?
No, it's still exactly the same. Happened the other day with Brian. He went out and come back in and see if we can do it.
Back in.
Yeah. Dan, could you just say if you want to go back out and come back in?
All right.
Yes, right. So while I saw out there things, guys, there were some comments here. The release realised that was signed. Vertuba Royal was like a rabbit in headlight state. I'm not going to get on Royals back. Let's see, they're better. No, they're still Saints. Saints not right there, guys. Matt, can you talk first?
Hello.
Dan.
Hello. Testing.
Yeah, it's Dan. It's yours. It's very crackly.
Well,
Don't know if it's something wrong with your mic or something wrong there, mate.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, mate, but it's very crackly.
Or maybe I'll just disconnect the microphone then.
You're on mute.
Is that any better?
No.
Oh, it might be my computer. But I guess I'll just go now. Anyways.
No, Dan, you're fine now. Matt, talk.
I'm good.
Hello?
Matt, yeah. We're back on. We're back in. Danny said I can hear Dan and Matt fine. Yeah, nice one, Dan. Yeah, it's fine now. I can hear you fine now. Yes, where was we?
Well, I was talking about a sort of tweet saying that I think 2015 to 2019 was peak Tottenham, and I think we'd all love to. We were privileged to watch, obviously, those teams, and to be honest, I think we're miles off it. And I think it's going to be a long old season, and it's going to be a good couple of years till we get back there. So I don't even think we have. I don't know what the future is, to be honest, because we keep buying, for the future, but we need to buy for the now. We need to. In the January, if this is still like this, we need to address that Ericsson type player position, because we haven't replaced him since he's left. And we need a backup striker. I don't care how much it is, or there are players out there that will want to play for Tottenham.
I don't think it helps as well, Matt. We're not in the Champions League.
No.
We have heard some of these players want Champions League football.
But Edouard, you could have got
absolutely.
him. I've just seen Wolves sign Wang, I think his name is, from I think he's from Leipzig or somewhere like that, and he scored today on his debut. He came on, and he's another backup striker. They've got a loan to I hate to say it, even if you wanted Vinicius, if it was just another loan, it's still a striker.
I just thought bringing this Paratici, I thought bringing him in would have been great. I mean, and it seems like we've got a curse. It seems like Tottenham are absolute cursed. I'm telling you now, and I just think we are doomed. Seriously.
Why can't we just have nice things? Why can't we just have nice things?
Yeah, exactly. Why can't it go smooth? And why can't we just have nice players? Have some luxury players. We always buy for the future.
Look at Manchester United. I'm not saying we should go out and buy Cristiano Ronaldo, but look, they bought Cavani, which is a player that's about to retire, Ronaldo, which is an old player, and they're pretty much about to win the Premier League. Well, not about to, but it looks like they got a really good chance of winning it.
Absolutely.
It's not only that, they bought Varane, they bought Sancho, they've spent money.
You've already got your future in your youth academy.
Do you know what?
That's where your future should be coming from.
I'd have Jesse Lingard. I don't know why we didn't even try and put a little bid in for him.
Yeah, he scored again today.
Yeah, and came off the bench, but he could be a creative player.
But what made me laugh with the Ronaldo deal is like he was on the verge going City. All City fans were, and United done this deal in 3 hours on that Friday. It was done, dusted, bomb, signed, still delivered 3 hours. I mean, and you're telling me, it takes weeks to sign top players. No, fuck does it? It don't take weeks to sign top players. Stop flipping talking shit. You know what I mean? Spurs. As long as we got Daniel Levy and this ball in charge of this football club, we can say goodbye to big players. Because all we're seeing is buying for the future. Paratici come out that interviewed after the transfer window. Yes, our direction is look at the players we're signing. We are literally, basically, he's saying we're buying for the future. It's another rebuild again. You know what I mean? Not another build. It's a rebuild again. You know what I mean? And I'm absolutely flipping sick and flipping tired of it. We had talk THFC. You're coming in and out of the chat. If you want to come on and stay in the background. And once we finish with Dan, we'll get you on.
Big up.
Welcome, Sid. Thanks, Sid, for coming on, pal. Ndombele can be used as the Ericsson typo player. Bad day at the office, considering the injury, red card, and life. Sid, first of all, thanks for having me on last night, mate. It was fantastic to talk about Ndombele, mate. Absolutely fantastic. If anyone ain't seen it, guys, get over to Paxton Road TV and get over to our stream, our Sid. And I was on there last night with him talking about Ndombele. And but please, Sid, we can't. Excuses of flipping wearing out. Same excuses, season after season after season. Injuries, people getting sent off and things like this. It's not the excuses, and it's not an excuse. The actual reason is we don't buy properly in these transfer windows. You know what I mean? We miss tricks all the time. We didn't get another centre back in. We didn't get a creative midfielder in. We didn't get a backup striker in. That's your problems. Why today's results are happening. We haven't got the depth. We are weaker than last season. Look at that bench today. Okay, you can say we had some injuries and we had players being stupid, absolutely stupid what they've done. I mean, but that don't give us no excuses to say we can't go out and say, well, that's the team we had still, and go and give Palace an absolute fight. We didn't do no fight out today, no passion. That's what was that was missed today as well. They absolutely tore of us. I mean, Wilfried Zaha hasn't turned up all season. For the 3 games I've seen. I knew it today, and you said it last night, Matt. Wait on, don't talk too early. And what happened? He come out and he exploited our weaknesses, and he absolutely tore us apart today. Absolutely tore us apart.
I mean, you look at the start of the game, the first 10, even 20 minutes, Palace literally gave us so much respect that they let us have the ball, and then they realised, hang on a minute. This Jermaine Genius summed that up perfectly. He said in the commentary, he went, Palace realised this Tottenham team's rubbish. It's not good enough. We can get at it and press it high and have it, and they did. And they absolutely battered us from there. They gave us respect. We didn't get on the ball. We didn't create anything. We had to score in that 10-15. Show them that we can attack, and we done fuck all.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then they went, right, you're not good enough. We're going to have you. This is Crystal Palace we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Richard says Spurs buy for the future, then sell for big profit. This is the only thing they do it for. The only thing they do. This is why they got their Papa Sarr for next season. 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, if he does well, and it'll be sold on for 60, 70 million.
You'd have to say recently, though, they keep buying young, and it's not working. And Ndombele, 65 million, hasn't worked out. Ryan Sessegnon, he can't stay fit, £30 million. Giovanni Lo Celso, always injured, then goes off for his country. Ramiro's 22 with it's a loan with a buy option. Brian Hill, he was a bit of money. All these young players recently, it hasn't worked out. So it may have to come to a stage where you have to go and get quality.
With Brian Hill, I still say, Matt, seriously, I've seen enough that this guy can do it in the Premier League.
He's got to learn. He's got to play.
We'll never find out if he doesn't play.
Yeah,
exactly. 100%, right? And then Ndombele comes out and says, I want to fight for my place, right? And he's looking trim. He's looking happy in training. He's had 2 weeks from the international break. He must be some sort of fitness up to at least 90%, right? Play him today over Winks. But no, he didn't. I mean, so this is the flipping problem.
I would have loved to have seen, if there wasn't that red card, was he thinking about bringing on an Ndombele or a Brian Hill? If he could go back and just not have the red card, would he have brought someone on? Possibly, maybe.
He should have done that. He should have done that at the beginning of the game.
He should have done it in the start
before
of the game
started. Before the game started, Matt. Before the game started. We could have been that team.
When we got away with it in the first half, because Palace were on top for the last 15 minutes and they were nearly scoring in the first half, I said, right, second half, you get in that change, you get in the change room, you give them and then you maybe make a change and you bring on an Ndombele or a Hill or maybe even change the formation. And he did nothing. He kept it the same. I couldn't believe it.
Seriously. And I just hope Nuno does prove me wrong. But me personally, I really can't see Nuno being the manager what Tottenham need. We needed Conte. That's the player. Seriously, as you said, Matt, we need to buy players now. We need to start winning something. We need to act like a big club. You know what I mean? We're not. We're acting like a flipping small club. A club who's just literally shopping in Iceland.
We had a chance after the Champions League final. It was the time. We were up there. I know we lost, but we were up there. We'd been in the final. We could have got quite a few players. We stopped, stand still, and we didn't adapt. And now you're getting teams like United, Chelsea are buying Lukaku for 100 million.
And
Man United are bringing in Ronaldo, Sancho, Varane.
Yeah. And Chelsea's the absolutely prime example of the flipping transfer window. Yeah. Thomas Tuchel's gone to flipping Abramovich. I need a striker. Yeah. Right. Oh, yes. Do you want a striker, Thomas? Who do you want? I want Lukaku. Oh, right. First bid rejected. All right, let's. They want 97 points.
And here's the problem. Right. Here's the problem with the Tottenham fan base. You see teams like that, then Tottenham fans go on Twitter and call them Oil Club.
Yes.
When they're ambitious.
Give me the oil. Give me the oil. I want it.
Exactly.
Do you know what, Dan? I don't give two hoots where the money comes from to buy these top players. I don't care. I would love to have. I'm jealous of flipping Chelsea and things like this. Of their buying, they are winning championships and Champions League. They're winning Premier Leagues. They're winning FA. They are what we want to be. Seriously, seriously. I would love to be a Chelsea. Absolutely. If you say tomorrow you got a Roman Abramovich, mate, I'll take it. I'll snap it like that. I don't care if it's oil money. I don't care what people say. That guy backs managers, mate. And as I said there, he's gone out. Thomas Tuchel wanted Lukaku. Boom. 97 million, not a problem. And look at what he's done. He's got another, 2 goals today? And
then they go and get Saul from Atletico Madrid last day of the window.
No, I mean,
today they didn't play well, though. He didn't play well.
No, he didn't look very good, actually, to be fair.
Yet again, it's his first. I think it will come good. But this is the problem. This is the we are so far away from the likes of Chelsea. You know what I mean? Because we act as a small club. And while these flipping idiots are in charge of the football club, this club will never go forward. Will never ever go forward. Trust me, because it'll be the same old flipping.
We're gonna get to the point of Arsenal.
Seriously, Dan. Seriously, it showed it when it was looking for a manager. Conte was on the verge. We all got told Conte was on the verge, mate. Right, and they bottled it, mate, because they won't back Conte for what he wants. He wanted to buy players from now to go out and win trophies and do it now. He's not interested in buying for the future. He's interested in coming in now and buy for now and win trophies. And they fucking bottled it. You know what I mean?
Something that happened a lot in that deal. Something that happened a lot in that deal that made a big decision was the men that he wanted in the dressing room. 3 more extra men that he wanted, and then we would have had one of the best managers in football. Because of Levy's stubbornness, he didn't want that many people to have paid wages.
Dan, I don't think it was that. I just think...
I think it was all in effect.
I think Conte's literally said to him, mate, listen, if you want me to get you where you want to be and winning Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues and things like that, you need to give me this money. I want these players. He's probably oh, fuck that. I mean, it's too much money, that. Oh, next one, please. Yeah, Nuno's coming. Yeah, Nuno, you can buy him for the future. Oh, we love you, Nuno.
Maybe Conte had a brain and thought, hang on a minute, he's going to screw me over like he's done every other manager. He did it to Pochettino, the best manager Spurs have had in the modern era.
Absolutely.
You go speak to any ex-Spurs manager. Like if I was Conte, you'd go to Poch, you'd go to Sherwood, anyone like that, and you'd go, what's he like to work with? A bloody nightmare. He'll promise you all these things, and then he throws you under and he gives you pittance. Crap.
Richard Slaves should have signed Coutinho and Martinez.
We should have signed Dybala.
Seriously, Dybala is on his last year. We can sign him in January on a pre-contract for free next summer.
Do you guys know the story about why we didn't sign Dybala?
Oh, I've heard it. Yeah.
We didn't want to pay his license fee.
Yeah, I think that's a load of
I met Dybala once.
Oh, did you, pal?
You see the Juventus shirt down there?
Yeah.
That's signed by Paulo Dybala.
Oh, brilliant! Wow.
I wish I would have got a paper and I would have wrote contract to Tottenham Hotspur. Can you please give me my autograph? But honestly, I asked him if he was going to join Tottenham and he just laughed. That was his response. I was like, Dybala, are you ever going to join Tottenham? And he was like, ha 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 ha. Like, honestly.
THFC says, you'd kid, bit up, Dan. Sid says, according to Ali Gold, Gil was ready twice to come on.
Yeah, but look, the thing with that one was, he was ready to come on right before the Jaffa Tanganga red card.
So that's what I mean. I think he was coming on, and then that's why.
The thing is, okay, the Jaffa Tanganga, you can say that spoiled him coming on, but he fucking bottled it at that stage again. Because he should just still went ahead and put fucking Brian Hill and went for the fucking game. We're down to 10 men. What can we flipping go with this? What can get worse? I mean, at the end of the day, he still should have went on and put Gill on that thing and tried something to try and get something out of the game. And he didn't. He bottled it and he went safe again and bring on Davis. You know what I mean? To me, all of it today it was rotten. It was absolutely rotten. Richard says Chelsea struggled with the strikers last season and they get Lukaku, and that's the difference. Absolutely. It's not rocket science, is it? THFC Kerr says, Sid says, yes, I saw that too. He seemed shocked both times that he wasn't played from what I saw on Twitter. Conte would not use the likes of Winks, Davis, fucking be at the club. Okay, maybe Ali will be around there still, but the rest of that will be fucking long gone down a flipping road. Richard says, I remember going to watch City versus Gillingham in '98 with my works boss, and he doesn't give a toss about them being an oil club today. Let me tell you, exactly. You are the Chelsea fans, Man City fans that don't give two damns who owns that football club and how they get their money. They are winning big trophies, and that's all they care about. I mean, Jersey heard me, still put me on. Well, come on, pal. Come on. Descriptions. The link's in the description, guys, if you want us to come on. And Richard says, I had a night out with Darren Anton last year in London. Great night and great stories about Klinsmann.
Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant, Richard. Brilliant. Dan, before we let you go, pal, basically, mate, it sounds like we're at the end of the season and it's gone wrong. You know what I mean? It's 4 games in, but I can see what's coming, mate. I can see ahead what's coming, and I'm getting ready for it. I'm getting prepared. Dan, what do you expect next? We got Rennes next in the conference. I can't see any first team players playing in that. We've got Chelsea next at home. What do you want to see next, Dan? What do you want to see next against Chelsea? How do you want Nuno to set up?
Well, I want us to be a little bit less defensive. Obviously, it's Chelsea, so that's kind of the games that if we are defensive, it will be a little bit more understandable. As I said, I want to see us attacking more on the left-hand side. They lost Reece James, so that's like a place where they're hurting. So if we attack that side, it will be a huge advantage to us. And I want to see more ambition, and something that I don't want to see is hairy wings. And I don't want to see those stupid backwards passes, and I want to see more creativity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything. I want to see everything that we didn't see today.
Absolutely. Do you know what I want to see? I want him to have some balls. I want him to show some fucking balls to play the best 11 he's got at his parole. You know what I mean?
To dare us to do.
Exactly. Absolutely. I mean, and that's where he went wrong today. He had 2 very talented players on the bench. I mean, I'm not saying if they started it, would have fucking won the game. Hindsight's great. We don't know, do we? But it would have gave us more creativity in there. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what we didn't have. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I want. I want him to flipping grow some fucking balls and put out that flipping start. His best 11 he's got. I'm going to get Chelsea. We're going to need it. And we need to attack Chelsea. We'll get into that anyway with our thing for next week. Matt, have you got anything to say to Dan before he heads off, pal?
No, loved obviously having you on, Dan. Go and get some sleep, mate. You must be knackered.
Not really. I'm used to waking up early, but I have school, so I have to wake up like at 6 a.m. usually.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All I'll say is, try not to let these... try not to let Spurs ruin your weekend and go and...
No, it already has.
Well, yeah, but, you know...
it does, man. You're correct. As what Matt...
do you remember that? You remember that weekend where West Ham tied us 3-3?
Oh, mate, don't.
I was supposed to go to Disney that weekend, and I canceled it. I said I couldn't. I couldn't be thinking. I couldn't be thinking about Lanzini midway through a roller coaster. I couldn't. I just think it takes up my mental capacity. I'm telling you. Before becoming a Tottenham fan, I had to sign a contract. Caution: this may take up all your weekend time. Signed it.
And then obviously, top man for coming on.
Before being Richard say, great chat and love this channel. Take care, boys. Richard, thanks very much, pal. Thanks for coming in. And guys, if you're still in the chat, guys, smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. And Dan, where can everyone get you, mate?
Well, yes, I have a channel, Dan THFC, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on pretty much everywhere.
Absolutely. So, guys, get over to Dan, guys. Get over to his channel. Go and follow him.
For his age as well.
Smash and subscribe on that channel, guys. He's a young, up-and-coming guy. He knows his stuff about football, guys. He knows stuff about Tottenham. Absolutely fantastic. Dan, thanks for coming in this evening, mate. Giving up your time. Absolutely fantastic.
Again, I just say something before I go.
Go ahead, matey.
Everybody watching this, spread the word. Simon, Premier Hotspur TV. They're on the road to 1,000, and let's get them to that before the next international break. Come on, get them to 1K. And one last thing to add a little bit more on a serious note. Is the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah,
rest in
absolutely
peace,
fantastic.
all the great people and all
Yeah,
the heroes that we lost in that
absolutely,
horrible tragedy.
Yeah, definitely.
absolutely, Dan. Yeah, absolutely. I can see where you're coming from. And Dan, it's been a pleasure, mate, to having you on. Absolutely fantastic. All the stuff you come out with, mate, is brilliant. But Dan, everyone go to Dan's channel, guys, and we'll see you again, Dan. Cheers, pal.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you
Come on,
Spurs.
you
See you
Spurs.
there, Dan.
We've got another one here. Talk THFC. I don't know. Is there? Is camera on? Talk THFC. We can't really see you. Do you want to move your camera? Hello, can you hear us? Hello.
Just move your camera down if you can.
Are you on mute, THFC? Hello.
I can't even. He's buffering. I think it might be his.
Yeah, we can see you now, pal. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear us, yeah, mate? I think it's a delay, Matt, and it's a
It's like
delay now.
buffering a bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's buffering, matey. Yeah, I think it's like a delay every time I talk. I'm saying something to you. I think you'll get there about 5 seconds later. You
Yeah.
want to go out and come back in, mate?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Yeah. Okay, pal. Well, Talk THFC sorts out these Wi-Fi connection, guys. We have got Yapped Up these trio on fire. Thank you very much, pal. Yes, check it out. Hit 100 subs recently. Yeah, fantastic, Dan. Richard says just subscribe, Dan. Thank you very much. And this channel are going right to the top. 9/11 always remembered. Richard, thanks, pal. Yeah, we're getting back into it. And it's been brilliant to talk with.
I think he's having problems here. Connectivity, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'll just remove them themselves thing. Richard, thanks, mate. So Matt, if you're gonna try again.
It's even like spinning quite slow, isn't it? I think there's a.
Yeah. Talk THFC, mate. Your internet
There's like a
connection is very
delay.
bad. Yeah, we're still here, mate. But your connection is very, very bad, mate. It's just as poor as Tottenham's performance today.
Maybe Harry Winks is doing your broadband. I don't know.
Yeah. Unless
I got him to laugh, so there you go.
Talk to HFC. Unless you want to go out, reboot your Wi-Fi and try and come back on. Yeah.
I just couldn't even see him on the video, so it was.
And Jake says, four Spurs onto the Conference League.
He loves it.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah, Dan, nice one. Thank you very much. Come on, you Spurs. So Matt, everyone's talking about let's not get carried away. It's only 4 games in, and things like that. I want to shut that down completely, very fast, pal. Because I think people need to say there is some serious stuff. What's wrong with Tottenham at the minute? There is, mate. And the question is, mate, is it the same old Spurs with just a different manager?
Yeah, I mean, potentially off today's performance, yeah. I think if we can get this creativity, if we can get Hill and Ndombele back into the team, get them firing and get them going, I think we'll be fine. I really do. Because I think defensively, I know we let in 3, but the first one was a penalty in fairness. really, Ben Davies stupid enough to let his arm out rather than, everyone knows you've got to put your arms behind your back these days.
Absolutely. Schoolboy error. I mean, he's put his arm out like that, mate, and then he turns around and goes, he's like surprised. I thought, come on.
Yeah. But I mean, as soon as he came on, I was worried, to be honest. I was like, oh god, here we go. But yeah, I do think defensively, I think we've been better. I think we'll probably get Ramiro when we get Ramiro in. I think Dyer and Sanchez have looked very good. I think Emerson was okay today. I don't think he was amazing. I don't think he was terrible. I thought there was times where he did pretty well. I think he needs to learn that, especially against an attacker like a Zaha or a, for example, or like a Traore, you don't go as tight to them. You kind of let them come to you a little bit and give them that space. Because if you go tight, they're going to spin you and do you and see you later. But I'm sure he'll learn that over time. He tried to get forward today, but you got Harry Winks and even Skip in midfield who didn't want to play. They played the safe pass rather than the pass where he's made the run. However, when he did get the chance to put it in the box, he didn't. So that's something I'm sure he'll improve on. But yeah, hopefully just a really bad off day and a terrible week, internationally for us. And this topped off the week really. But hopefully we can try and at least attack some teams now. We need a performance where we're going to score more than one goal to try and get some confidence back into the team, I think.
Yeah, Matt, as well. Can you see a direction of how Nuno wants to play? Because I can't. Out there, I can't see what the philosophy is going forward. I don't know what he's trying to do. It seems like especially today, it seems like, do you know what? I'm putting flat 3 in the middle, right? And I'm going to hold it tight there. That's my safety net today. Let's not lose the game. And I think that's basically what it is.
Yeah, I think it is that. I think he does pride himself on, trying to keep his teams tight. He did it at Wolves, but they had attackers like Traore and Neto who would get him out of.
But they had a direction of play.
Against City, when we played in first home game of the season, that's the direction I believe he wants to try and play. But even he wasn't happy with that. And he's not happy with today because he's already come out and said, we need to address this and we need to work on it. So I'm sure there's got to be I reckon there's going to be a few words said. And, if you're a player of Spurs today and you're a professional footballer, you're going to want to prove it in the next game. And, especially against Chelsea. Maybe a big game like Chelsea will be just what we need. Maybe.
Yes, but then Matt, just say we beat Chelsea, let's just paper over cracks. Oh, it's all right. Top of my back. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
And people to forget about what we're trying to talk about here, Matt. You know what I mean? It's not just a problem, an overnight problem. It's a long problem.
But it's going to take a couple of transfer windows to sort that out. I think we've started to do it. I think January will be hard to do some stuff. I think it'll be next summer that will be. I'm afraid we're just going to have to be patient. It's kind of a simple, but we need to get Ndombele and Brian Hill into the team. I know you don't want to be patient, and I'm not patient, but we're going to have to be.
Matt, we've been patient for fucking far too long as Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. We need now, mate.
We're not good enough for top 4. I've seen that from today. I've made that
absolutely.
I think we're miles off it. I think we'll probably get maybe 6th if we're lucky, to be honest, if we play like that. But if we can get some creation into the midfield, if Brian Hill, maybe an Ndombele come back to the fold and transform the team, and we can get Kane and Son going, and I think he needs to work out his best 11. I think that's key, to be honest, because I think he's kind of quite settled with the defence, and I think he's happy with Emerson. I think he'll keep going with him. And then I just think it's that midfield kind of 3, and then who I feel like he likes Bergwijn, he likes Kane, and he likes Son. So I think that is the front three.
The thing is,
but he needs to work out that midfield three. He has to work out and quick. It doesn't help with Lo Celso missing, because I do think he is a better player than, for example, Winks. I think he's just got to learn when to play that style of football. You play that style of football, let's say if you're 1 or let's say you're winning 2-0. I'd understand you bring on a couple of centre defensive midfielders and you do what Mourinho used to do and you hold the game and it's game over, isn't it, if you keep the ball. I just think he's got to learn to balance it all. I think he's got to get Ndombele back fit, or get him back to how he wants. If Ndombele can work hard like an alley, the talent is phenomenal, and he'll do what he does on the pitch. Personally, if it's me, I go to Ndombele. You're going to play in the 10. I'm going to give you the free roam. You need to do a little bit of defensive work, but I'm going to let Højbjerg and Skip, or Højbjerg and Lo Celso, or do a bit more of that box-to-box time, and you're just going to get forward and feed in Kane and Son and maybe contribute with a couple of goals.
The thing is, Matt, not to be too hard on Skip and things like that, mate.
No.
But to me, I ain't seen enough yet from Skip to say
No.
he can play now starting 11. We need class in there, Matt. And this is the problem, mate. It's not just this season. It's been going on for a fair few seasons, mate. We need class in there, mate. And it's hurting. It's worrying that you can go over to look at City's midfield, Chelsea's midfield, and
I don't think we can compare United that anymore. I think we've got to look at teams like Leicester, Wolves, teams like that. I think we've got to compare our teams to that.
They've got better midfields than us.
Yeah.
What I mean, and I think Spurs fans all over social media think that.
Yeah, I think with everyone fit, I do think if he can get the midfield three right, if he can get a tune out of Lo Celso and then Ndombele, personally, I'd like to see a Lo Celso, Højbjerg, and then Ndombele midfield three. I think that would be lovely. I think it offers you quite a lot of balance, and then you could always bring on Ali as a depth player. I think he'll be good at that. You can bring on Brian Hill.
I just want to have him. I want him to have some Kanakas, Matt. Some balls.
Maybe. As horrible as this defeat is, it's the wake-up call he needs and we need. Maybe, but we'll have to wait and see.
But how many wake-up calls? Not just under Nuno. We had it under Jose. We had it under Poch, and we don't learn by our own mistakes.
Jose's very much his.
It's not the manager's. It doesn't come down to the manager all the time. I mean, we can say about flipping the ball. The club don't learn by their mistakes, and we're going to another mistake here, Matt. We haven't strengthened enough. We haven't done enough in the transfer window. I mean, wait till January. That's a fucking long time. That is a fucking long time to wait for fucking January. We need them fucking now. Too late to say that. And people fucking laughed at me when I said fucking Edouard. Fucking Edouard, I'm telling you now, that guy will get you 10, 15 goals. I'm telling you now, he'll fucking get 10, 15 goals for Palace this season without a shadow. Without a shadow of doubt, he'll get you 10, 15 goals.
Yeah, I think he will. He looked good today, to be honest.
Seriously. I'll tell you, unbelievable. And we missed out on a trick again. And it's getting embarrassing now, where teams like fucking Palace are taking piss. Fuck me, Matt. Come on, innit? They're just taking the fucking piss out of us.
Yeah.
Got some comments here, Matt, before you go on, mate. Look, our mate Harry's coming, the Arsenal fan who.
They beat Norwich 1-0. I've got loads of Arsenal friends and they're not happy with beating Norwich 1-0. They said it wasn't that convincing.
Yeah, Harry, thanks for joining the chat, mate. Thanks for coming in, giving up your time onto our Tottenham channel. Nice one, pal. Thank you very much. Derek says, at the end of the day, Nuno is not up to it. He did not have a clue in the bucket today. To me, it's a bit too early. I'm not saying get rid of him now. I'm not saying sack him, things like that. But the jury's still out of me, mate. Me personally, I can't see it working under Nuno. I can't see at the minute the direction of where he's taking his team, how he wants to play, and things like that. The only thing what's got better, as Matt pointed out there, that the intensity of our play, our energy levels, it didn't show today at all against Man City. I mean, that was the only game where I saw, wow, fuck me, jeez, we ain't seen this before, and it's just gone off the boil a bit since then, Matt, isn't it? Harry says Patrick Vieira knows his heart is red. Oh dear, Jesus Christ. Winks and Davis, a waste of space. Tony Morgan, thanks for coming in, pal. Hey guys, this all boils back to Levy again. Still no proper investment in the squad again. No creative midfielder since Ericsson left. We had a number of opportunities to replace him, and we still yet to get very, very poor and disappointed today. Matt, what do you need to say about that, mate?
I don't need to, say much. I think it's pretty much spot on.
To be honest, you tired, Matt. That's what I can say, pal.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. It's been a long day. No, yeah, we never replace the key position. We always sell a player and then we never replace them properly. It's always been our downfall. I think that's why people worry about selling Kane, because they're worried they're not going to replace him properly. Which we probably won't, because who would actually come to us if we're not in the Champions League? It's of quality. Anyway. But like you say, it might be better to sell Kane and have 3 strikers, who could just someone like an Ollie Watkins or a
I think. Go on, Matt. Go on, mate. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Well, you could have got Ollie Watkins. You could have got Danny Ings. Danny Ings is the miss of the season for Spurs for me. I think 25 million. You were going to throw, maybe 30 or even 40 million on Traore. So why you couldn't go and get Ings, I don't know.
But Matt, we had a bid accepted in the region of 70 to 80 million pound for Martinez. So where the fuck has that money gone then? Where's it gone? Has it disappeared? I mean, if we had a bid accepted and we was willing to pay that sort of money for Martinez to come in and partner Harry Kane, not to be his replacement, to partner Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Where's that gone? Where's that money gone?
That's what
I'm trying to do. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking getting tiring, telling you. Derek says Winks and Davis are not good enough to be in a squad. C said not convinced with Nuno. Didn't want him in the first place yet. Wasn't my choice. I didn't want Nuno, but I'm only doing it support because he's not much manager.
Back him, but none of us wanted him. So.
Yeah, and I'm not going to turn around and say no. Sack him now. It's too early in the season, but mate.
We know who I wanted.
I thought Nuno was better than that, though, Matt. I thought Nuno was better than that with that starting lineup today. And I hate people on Twitter. I've seen it on Twitter today, mate. Excuses they had. He didn't have no choice. Of course, he fucking had a choice.
Do you think it's his way of sending a message to Daniel Levy, like saying, you didn't get me what I wanted, and you and Paratici and whatever, I asked for these, and this is what we're left with. I've got to play 3 centre defensive midfielders because you didn't get me a Ruben Neves, you didn't get me a Traore. I wanted one player from Wolves and I didn't get it. It could be a message,
and I believe that the sources and the rooms were coming out saying Nuno wants either a Neves and a Traore. I totally agree with that. I can totally believe that. And maybe Matt, you probably have got a valid point. Maybe
I'm just thinking. Is it like a subtle little message to go? Look, we're not. If you want me to get top 4, we're going to need more in the next window than what you got me this window. Yeah,
absolutely, pal. But how many times we got to keep sitting here, Matt? Manager after manager after manager, and coming up with the same excuses, mate, innit? Oh, maybe chucking out
until Mr. Levy fucks off. That's simple as that.
Mate,
we're going to be in the same scenario probably in a year or two's time. We'll be talking about it again.
problem is, right?
He's not
Matt,
going, is he? That's the problem.
right? We've got fans back in the stadium, mate. Yeah. And what is that? And what does that equals, Matt? Yeah.
Money.
Ching ching. Ching ching. Yeah, he's a businessman. Yeah. And that's what he looks after, mate. And this is why he buys for the future. One, to sell on, right? The other reason why he's not going nowhere near and going nowhere soon, mate, he's gonna get some flipping money through the stadium, mate. Through merchandise, people still buying it, through the sale of the beers, the food and things like that. Mate, he's making a killing.
But I do wonder if Joe Lewis is going to get involved eventually, especially if we don't get into the top 4, because his profits will be a little bit down. At the end of the day, he's the main businessman. He could be like,
he don't give two fucking hoots about this football club, mate. I'm telling you now.
He cares about money, doesn't he? So
he cares about money, but he's got it shoved away, mate. He's still earning week after week, mate. If that stadium, just say that stadium's full, 60,000 or whatever it is, right, a week, yeah. He's got all that revenue, Matt. He's got all the buying the beers, the flipping. How much they're flipping earning, mate, on that? Apparently, someone said like £1 million a game. Something ridiculous, Matt. You know what I mean? And you're telling me he's going to say, right, I'm going. No chance, Matt. He's a businessman, mate.
Yeah.
And this is why he won't go out and just flash the cash like what Chelsea's doing. And I mean, just say, yeah, there's fucking 100 million for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's absolutely fucking diabolical. It really is, mate. And it sounds like it smells like deja vu again. It's like we're just talking about
it does.
same story all the time, mate.
We're all a bit annoyed and angry tonight, and maybe over the next few days, you know, calmer heads will. Not calmer heads, but you know, maybe
we'll get a bit calmer, Matt. But
maybe we'll go. You know, okay, it's 4 games in. But I think, I mean, to be honest, if we look at our run of games we've had, I think we've had probably 4 of the hardest games out of anyone. I think we've had Man City to start the season. I think we've had Wolves away. I think we've had Crystal Palace away, and we've had Watford at home. You look at who United have had. It's Newcastle. It's, you know.
But at least they turned up at home today. They banged 4 goals, and who got 2 of them?
Yeah, but I mean, you look at their squad. They should be doing that.
Yeah, but look at our squad. We should be fucking absolutely putting fucking Watford to bed 4-0. We just absolutely scraped through that game. Same against Wolves. Okay, you can say it was away at home. Okay, I understand that. Maybe you can say, do you know what? Didn't play well. But against Watford at home, Matt, we should be fucking smacking them up 4-0.
Yeah, well, we did have chances against Watford. It's just we didn't take them. So another day we probably would score.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. United just smack fucking Ronaldo. Here you go. Bomb. Two goals in a game.
That's the difference. When United can go and get Ronaldo, Sancho, Varane, all these types of players, we can't compare ourselves, not with them, but we can't compete with the top 4. I'm sorry, it's done. I think we'll be happy with. I think it'll be 5th or 6th. I really do, mate. I'm not even going to talk about top because we're miles off it. We don't have a better squad than Chelsea. We don't have a better squad than City. We don't have a better squad than United, and we don't have a better squad than Liverpool. Unless Liverpool get some major injuries, that they'll be in the same position as us, because their actual squad depth is terrible, as Jake says. But they can keep their players fit.
But
somehow we just can't.
They've got the firepower. And you can tell the way Klopp wants to play. You can see it in when they play. You can see how he sets them up. But I can't see that under Nuno. I can't see how Nuno wants Tottenham to play. They come up with excuses. This is what these managers come.
I think we're cursed, mate.
All the time.
I honestly think we're cursed because when Lamela played for us, he couldn't score a goal and could never stay fit. Gone to Seville, he scored 4 goals and he's playing 90 minutes now.
But maybe
I look at Carter Vickers today. He's gone to Celtic and scored.
Yeah, but ain't we looking at the coaches in the background on the training ground? Maybe they're wrongly coached. Maybe they're playing out position.
All these international breaks don't help, but we're weak as a club. Like we don't we don't tell players, no, you're not going. Southgate, you're not going to
But
play
then,
Kane against fucking Andorra. You're not even going to put him in
but
the squad. I don't care what If Alex Ferguson used to do it, he used to go, no, you're not having Rooney, you're not playing him, and you're not playing. We don't need
it's
him.
like
You
you
don't
said,
need him in a friendly against fucking San Marino.
it's
He's
like you
just
say,
asking for
Carter
injuries.
Vickers, Matt.
Yeah, he
That
scored.
goes to
Scored
show.
today.
That goes to show how bad the Scottish League is. When you got Carter
Oh, yeah,
Vickers,
true.
fucking come on. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, I'm not flipping piping up that one.
No,
That's
it just
Scottish
topped the
League.
day off when I saw that. I was like,
But
oh,
it does top the day off, Matt. You're correct. It does. But I'm not getting gassed up over that one, mate. Because
No.
as I said, me and you can go fucking over there, mate. I mean, and we still can fucking bang goals in. You know what I mean? So, an absolute terrible league. But mate, Jesus, but we was our stream last night, Matt, against the Palace, and we did say, and it we bring up the Edward situation, and mate, we was correct. He was correct. You know what I mean? When people probably listen to this saying, "Fucking hell, would you want Edward in your team?" Fucking rah rah rah.
I
Mate,
want
I've
any
been
striker who can just give, someone give us a bit different and give us depth.
Yeah, absolutely. So I
mean,
think
if we go through every Premier League team, they've at least got 2 strikers, haven't they? If we think about it, if I just look now, like in terms of just
yeah, why are you doing that, mate? I'll go through some chats. Tony says, spot on, Simon. Totally agree, mate. Tony says, Groundhog Day, boys. Dave says, our creative players are rotting on the bench, and Nuno sets up for a draw against crap Palace today. Absolutely, David. What we've been saying. Absolutely. There's absolutely on the bench. And he's probably itching his head. Oh, what's gone wrong today? He's actually, seriously, I want a bit of fucking surprise, seriously. I mean, he did set up for a draw. I don't care. He's put a safety net out there today. Derek says, you'll be having the same conversation 10 years. Yeah, we will. We fucking will, Derek. Seriously. I can't see he's going anywhere, mate. Not in the near future. I mean, they say he's so angry and disappointed with the performance today. So restricted. Go on, Matt. Would you say have you got him up?
So I mean, if we're just if I'm just going through a couple of teams, so Man United, let's say for an example, they've got Ronaldo, Cavani, Martial. That's 3 strikers. We look at Chelsea, they've got Lukaku and Werner. Brighton have even got Mopé, Welbeck, Trossard. Players like that. Yeah, exactly.
And guess who's the winner?
Trossard. Yeah. Liverpool, I know Jake says they've got, not much depth, but they've got Salah, they've got Mane, they've got Jota, Firmino, and Origi. That's 3 strikers I've named.
Yeah.
Brentford have 2 strikers. Leicester have 3. They've got Daka, Iheanacho, and Vardy. Villa have Watkins and Ings. Wolves, who Nuno's just left, they've got Wang from RB Leipzig and Jimenez. Southampton have, got Armstrong and Che Adams. Watford have got Dennis. They've got rid of Deeney, but they've got 2 other sort of strikers. Arsenal got Lacazette and Aubameyang. Leeds, I think they pretty much just kind of got Bamford. Oh, they got Rodrigo as well, haven't they? Who they bought? Burnley. This is Burnley we're talking about. Near enough bottom of the league. They got Chris Wood, Ashley Barnes,
do you know what,
Vidra.
Matt?
I'll take Chris Wood.
I'll take Chris Wood all day long.
Yeah.
Me personally. All day long.
Yeah. So they've got 3.
Absolutely.
Newcastle, Callum Wilson. They've got Willock, who they've obviously just signed, kind of a midfield / striker. Norwich. They've got Pookie. They've it's. I just look and I'm going, we're supposed to be this top club, but we have 1 striker, and we're relying on a 17-year-old to come in.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The only one in our sort of position is West Ham. If Antonio gets injured, they're pretty screwed.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
But everyone else has got 2 to 3 It just baffles me.
Yeah. But I just want to know, mate, when we are going to stop playing Harry Winks. I mean, the question was...
Well, until he goes. That's the
Some of the comments was,
answer.
we didn't have no choice. That's one of the comments I saw today. We had no choice. We fucking do have a choice. Send that guy packing. That's the choice. Send him packing.
Or just play him in the games that, you're not...
Don't play him, no. I don't want him nowhere near no cup competition, Matt. No league. Get him fucking out of this fucking football club. The guy doesn't bring nothing in cup competitions, in league. He don't bring fuck all to this football club.
He's not going, is he? So,
I mean, yes, that's fine. He just rot him in the under 18s, or not, just literally just let him rot on the training ground, mate. Just let him let's not flip him. When are we going to stop playing? Not only him, mate. There's Ben Davies as well. I mean, he had a chance a day. Instead of bringing him on, bring on an Ndombele, bring on a Hill, who may change the game for us going forwards. But no, what did he want? He wanted to just not concede another goal. I mean, not to concede.
We ended up conceding
and that's what it is.
We ended up conceding two anyway.
This is what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to say, Matt. It's absolutely fucking. He comes on. He gives away a penalty as well. You know what I mean? That's pathetic. I mean, when are we going to stop playing these fucking absolutely bang average footballers who probably won't get into fucking Palace's team? Could you see them get into Palace's team? Harry Winks and fucking Ben Davies. No. So why is it good enough for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club? This is the fucking thing we got to flipping. Seriously, we've got to stop flipping thinking it's all rosy again because we got Nuno at the flipping helm and we're bringing a couple of signings. It's fucking not. I'm telling you, we've got weaker, and I think we have got weaker this season. And we still need to drum. We need to bang the drum still on Daniel Levy out.
If we get a few disastrous injuries, we are screwed.
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. And that's just around the corner, Matt. I can see that coming. I can see Pippin Kane getting injured, pal. Yep. Right? Don't know how long Son's out. You know what I mean? That's fucking goals. That's our main source at the team. It's gone. You know what I mean? And we've got nothing to flipping back it up with, Matt. You know what I mean? We need to start banging that drum again, mate, about Daniel Levy out. It's gone quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not all fans. I've seen tucks on Mr. Daigle. He's still very, very passionate about that, getting Daniel Levy out of the club. But we need it, mate. We need to start fucking banging that drum again because it's him. He's the one, Matt, who's stopping these players coming to his club, mate. You know what I mean? And as you said, how do you know Nuno? He wanted Neves and a Traore. You know what I mean? Paratici's probably gone and said, listen, we can do a deal, but they want this. Then Levy said no. You know what I mean? And that's it. Yep. And what's the worth having a director of football?
Final say, doesn't he?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Why can't it be Nuno's final say or Paratici or whatever you want to call him? Why can't it be their final say and he just signed the checks off? You know what I mean? It's absolutely. It's not worth him being at the football club as a director of football. Seriously, it's because it's me. I can't see an improvement in Dave says true, Derek. This is Tottenham after all. The players for the future are really coming in handy now, right? If we make top 6, it will be a miracle, and we have Chelsea and Arsenal next, so we are doomed at the back. Absolutely. Seriously, Arsenal away, where we've absolutely shite record at the Emirates. Chelsea at home, we always find it hard as well with them.
We don't have a good record against them, even at home.
Wow. And I can't see the team being anything more. I don't think hardly nothing will change. I think, as you said, Matt, you can see him maybe playing that against Chelsea. Wow. Fucking, this is scary.
You're asking for trouble if he's going to play that, because...
Jesus Christ. Derek says that we are mid-table at best. Saying we're getting spanked next week. Give it till Christmas and he'll be gone. Dave said, look look, if players can take off whenever they want and have to miss out on 3 or 4 games, then there's no point in paying for the ticket. Tony says, go back to 2016 where we smashed Liverpool 4-1 when playing at home in Wembley. We were on par or better than Liverpool then. Lack of investment. And look where we are. Look where we are compared to them now in 5 years. And tell Levy Lewis, fuck off. We always be the same. I'm bored of it now. Nothing's going to change under these money grabbing twats. Absolutely. Matt, do you agree what Tony said there, mate?
100% spot on. Yeah.
There we go. Matt saying 100%. They said Man United look like a beast now with R7, even if they have a PE teacher. That's what I'm saying. They've got someone like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Seriously, their recruitment is making him look like a fucking Pep Guardiola. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saying on the thing, right? He has just got a good team. I mean, it's making him look
good. Quality team now, yeah.
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And it goes to show you don't need the best manager in the world to manage a good team like Manchester United. I mean, talk to the agency, lads. I might try and get back on here. I rebooted my internet. Well, if you want to try once more, pal. Okay. Tanganga got was it closer to today and cost us game, I think. Dave say Tanganga got tangled today. Tony says, boys, I went to the protest against leaving Lewis pre-season. It was pathetic turnout. Never going to happen when the fans just roll over and accept this shit. Absolutely, mate. Seriously, Derek. Seriously, Tony. Sorry, mate. The comments I see on there, and some of the comments I receive back. You know what I mean? These sort of fans. I'm not saying every fan. It's not every fan. But these sort of fans, they just, as you said, they just roll over and accept this mediocrity shit. What's going on? You know what I mean, and just trust the process. And what Arsenal's saying, fucking, this is what's happening at this club. I mean, them fucking down the road are saying trust the process. I think that's the next fucking we got to say here. Trust the fucking process. Derek says Winks and Davis would not get into Lake Orient's team. Jake said, imagine having our owners' investment would be even worse. I think you got better owners than us. Trust me, pal. Dave said, I meant the South American players missing 3 to 4 games and we are paying them massive wages. It's a joke. We might as we not purchased our season ticket at all. I can see where you're coming from, pal. I meant Tanganga got a dose of it today, like he got so angry and got himself sent off. I will give it a go. Dave said, I meant Tanganga got, yeah. Matt, we won't be on the thing. SC THFC, give me one more go, mate, before we head out. Just this one ending, mate. Just this one quickly. Is the squad depth very worrying, mate?
Yeah, if a couple of big injuries come in, then yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we just got to try and sort out that creativity role in midfield. I think if we can get that right, I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll be perfect, but I think we'll be okay. Because I think on our day we can score enough goals. We got 2 of the best in Son and Kane, and I do think Bergwijn can chip in with a few. I do think he's due a goal or 2 at some point. I still think Ali can chip in. I think we have in terms of if we can keep most of our first 11 fit, I think we'll be pretty good. But yeah, I mean, if we get a few,
I can hear you, pal.
I can hear you too.
Right, good lad. Right, you're going to be the last one on, matey.
Okay.
Just tell us your reaction to today's absolutely shambolic performance, pal.
was just a disgraceful performance all game long. Like, it started when Dar got injured. We just started capitulating after that. Then Pals just kept taking the ball, and then eventually Tanganga got sent off, and then they scored a penalty, which I don't think was a penalty, by the way. And then after that, the advert goals happened, like the 2 other goals, and then it was just a disaster that entire game.
Did you say you didn't thought it was a penalty?
No, I didn't think it was a penalty.
Have you seen it again? It's absolutely blatant, matey. It really is. He's put his arm out like that, mate. He's struck
I
his
don't
arm.
think it was. I know
I can see where he's coming from.
the way his
Go on, Matt.
arm was, but I don't think it was.
I mean, in the eyes of the law, in the modern game of football, it's a penalty. We know you're not allowed to put your arms out in front. I know you're not. I know if you're a defender, what you're supposed to do, but you're not allowed to do it. And I'm afraid it was the right decision, but maybe 5 or 6 years ago, it wouldn't have been given.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you still there, pal? Can you still hear us?
This is starting.
I think he's gone, mate.
Right, he's gone again. We'll have to remove him from the stream. Talk THFC. Come on to our next talk show and let's see.
Penalty.
Yeah, definite penalty. Let's hope your reception gets better next time round, matey. It's just cracking up, and you're stalling and all that. Yeah, Matt, I can see where the squad depth is very worrying. It's very worrying, mate. And as you said, mate, get another like injuries to Kane and Son. We've
just got to hope and pray, to be honest.
Mate, seriously, I just hope and pray that they are literally looking at 1 or 2 in January. Seriously, mate, we can't go to the next summer with this, mate. Seriously, I really can't. We can't go to next summer with this. We need some sort of injection in January. We do. We need some help. We need a backup striker, mate. We need what we've been saying. It seems like it's like a broken record. We keep repeating ourselves, but the club are not listening to us, are they, Matt? They really are not.
I think if Kane's going to keep playing how he is with that attitude, I would just whack Scarlett in. I'd just go, right, you want to show no body language and no fight. We're just going to whack this kiddie in who's going to at least run. Do you know what I mean? Because I'd rather have someone who sounds harsh, but it may be the kick up the arse he needs, where he's like, you're not just going to get in this team because your name's Harry Kane.
Yeah.
And you'll score 30, 40 goals, a season. You've got to show that you want to be here.
Yeah, we'll get into that, Tony, mate, in a minute. Sorry, mate, I was just reading that. Harry says, sorry, boys, phone died. What we're saying for North London Derby, a Aubameyang hat-trick.
I'll let you know on the week.
You've only got 1 goal against Norwich today. I mean, 30 attempts.
Yeah, they got Burnley next. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are maybe getting a bit. That Burnley won't be easy.
No, absolutely not. Tony says everything else aside right now. New debate. Just one from today. Why wasn't Saha sent off for raising his hands? Yeah, absolutely. Where is Bar there? I saw it. He raised his hands. He's got his hands around.
The picture. He puts him on his neck.
Yeah, I've seen the video now. I saw the preview. I saw the highlight.
We've seen Lamella sent off for that. We've seen Son sent off for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and the Lamella one that went to VAR. That went to VAR.
No
and
consistency.
Look at him.
I have to say today, I thought the referee was abysmal. Really do. We didn't get anything today. I mean, the amount of times he gave a free kick and they'd do the same foul and he'd be like, no, you dived, get on. Like John Moss. Terrible. Worst referee I've seen in a long time. And
Tony, I know you're going on there, mate, about new debate and things like that. It's because it's the same things we're seeing, mate. time and time again. And we need to keep pointing them out. We need to keep talking about them. And we need to find, okay, the 13 club is not watching things like this, but they need to be told, pal, that something seriously needs to happen. I mean, we need to start, acting as a big club once again. Have we ever been a big club, Matt, in the Premier League?
No. We've
Fucking
never won
absolute.
anything. We can't say that.
No. Would your boss give you 5 work days and allow you to do nothing all day, a day long, and then pay you? No, he won't. I mean,
of course not.
and absolutely not. And Harry says, I thought WWE's SummerSlam ended the other week, but Tanganga's showing us his best Mysterio today. Yeah, but Harry, I can see where Tony's come from there as well. What happened to Saar? I mean, I think that should have been more yellow cards. You can't raise your hands. You know what I mean?
Well, he put his hands around his neck. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's what kicked off Tanganga, isn't it? That's what really kicked him off. I mean,
Tanganga would have absolutely floored him. I don't know what Zaha was even thinking.
Yeah. Yes, Talk THFC saying it as well. You can't see why he didn't get sent off for that. So I'm very worried about this depth. I don't think we're nowhere near good enough of what we've been, Matt. Seems like we had, as I said, Matt, we had better depth last season.
Yep. But I think for me, all I wanted to see this season was, I've seen a little bit of progression. I just want to see an identity. I want to see us play good football. And if we finish above 8th, then it's an improvement on last season. So, and then maybe you go again in the summer and really bloody go and really find a striker even in January.
That sounds bad.
But we're not going to get top 4. So I'd be happy. I think maybe a trophy and maybe a Europa League finish. I think that would be what I'd be aiming for because we're not getting top 4. Simple as that.
Seriously.
We're not good enough. We're not good enough.
So, Matt, after all that, mate, terrible day at the office, you can probably say. But there was some worrying signs from that today as well. Very worrying. And I think Nuno really needs to back his ideas up now. I think he needs to take a hard look at that. Yes, he will probably admit it's probably his fault. He'll know. But we need a reaction now, Matt. We need him to go against Chelsea and just put out the best 11. That's all we want to see, Matt. The best 11 players he's got at his helm at that time to go on that pitch and perform. If the balance of the team's right. You know what I mean? The balance.
For me, he's got to get a result against Chelsea.
Yeah.
At least come out, even if it's a draw, especially with how Chelsea are playing at the moment.
Mate,
it's going to be hard.
If we lose Chelsea and lose against Arsenal, mate.
Oh, they're going to be catching us again. Not that I'm worried about Arsenal, but we'll be going down that table quicker than.
But what I'm trying to say, mate, we'll then start questioning. People think, too early. Not in my eyes, not too early. No. I mean, but let's see how we come out and perform.
Yeah. One bad day. Let's hope. We've got it out of the way and they can come back. But we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. Just finish on these, mate. Why is Brian Hill being wrapped up in cotton wool when he will play where he's 90? He's played 90, I think he meant to say. Talk to HFC. We get a couple of injuries and we crumble. The depth is so bad in this team. Take those players that get injured out, and we are a mid-table side. Not good enough. It's not. The squad is not quality and depth with quality players, is it? I mean, quality players, Matt. I'm getting fed up, Matt. Oh, we've got these good junks. No, I'm on about players who can play for now. I mean, quality. and we haven't got it. And Dave said, very like Joe's performance is very worrying me. Why too defensive without a doubt? Talk to you actually said, yep, Dave, remind me of a Joe's performance as well. So Matt, that's it, mate, innit? We'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, mate.
And thanks for everyone's coming to the chat.
Yeah.
It's been a good chat tonight. Over 25, nearly 30 people in.
Wow.
At times it was some fluctuating, up and down. Which is probably our best one since we've come back. And thanks for all the new ones coming to chat. Thanks for all the regulars to come back in the chat. Make sure you smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Tell all your friends about this channel, guys. Get them to subscribe. It's free of charge, guys. They don't have to pay a penny, even if they want to watch it no more. Seriously, get them to subscribe. And it says, Dave says, talk. Nuno needs to be more brace, but hopefully we can scrape our way through the next few games. Dave says, good night, great show. And Tony Morgan says, good show again, guys. THFC says, class show tonight, guys. Jake says, three points for the Reds tomorrow.
Be a tough game.
Wow, tough game at Leeds. What did I say in my prediction? I said 2-2 in it. I think I felt it. Will I go 2-1?
I said 2. I think you said Leeds might nick it.
2-1 in it, yeah. Because you, that's it. Because you said it was at Leeds, isn't it? I thought it was at Liverpool.
Yeah, I said 2. I said 2. Yeah. I think you said Leeds will get it.
Brave, sorry. Yes, Dave. Nuno needs to be more brave. Yeah. Yes, guys. So thanks for everyone's coming into the chat. Absolutely fantastic. And hope you come back in for our next show, guys, which we don't know yet. We'll see what me and Matt will come up with.
Follow us on Twitter and we'll update. We update on there when we're going live and stuff. So
yeah, absolutely. We always schedule it as well. So there we go. After that absolute disappointed result today, we was going to do our stream tomorrow, but we want to get it out today. Get it out. Yeah, get it all out. And there's times where you can't hold back and make out it's all rosy. You've got to just say it as it is. I mean, and if you upset other fans, if they don't agree, I'm not here to. Because if we all agree, absolutely. Great stream, guys. Thank you, Derek. Absolutely fantastic support. So thanks for everyone. And we had some new people there. We had THFC Curse comes in for the first time. Thank you very much. There's some others as well. Jersey ain't coming for a while. It was great to see him tonight as well. Yeah, so we had the ones who come on the live chat with us. Lily White Lane, thanks very much. Get over to his channel and subscribe. And THFC Dan, get over to his channel as well. So guys, from an absolute disappointed result, we were absolutely diabolical. We need to up our game.
Yep.
We really do. We need to up our game. We need to sort what's going on out here. Nuno needs to sort out his tactics, his team selection, and things like that. He needs to take a hard look at that one today. And I think he will admit that it was his fault partially today of that team selection. But let's go on to is it the Conference League on Thursday now? Rennes in it, which will be a tough one.
That's not going to be an easy game, mate.
No, absolutely not. And then we go home to Chelsea on Sunday, 4:30 p.m. As I said, we've been Premier Hotspur TV. I've been Simon. This has been my co-host Matt.
Thank you very much, guys. Hope everyone has a good rest of the weekend. And if you're not watching already, go and support Emma Raducanu in the tennis British final.
Oh yes, I totally forgot.
It's on Channel 4. So
what time's that?
It's on now. It's into the first set. It's 5-4 Raducanu. So go and support her, guys, because it's the first British woman for 40 years. So
Absolutely. Yes, because that's why Matt wanted to do the show early. He wanted to get off and do this. Go and watch that. So, guys,
get it out.
thank you very much. Absolutely, thanks for the support as well. And we'll leave you with this. Good night. God bless. And go and give our tennis ladies support in that Grand Slam final, guys. Good night. God bless, guys. And I can't believe we're going to say it again. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.